Hey, I'm Pauline, and today I'm going to be talking about Gone by Christine Kersey. So, Gone is the story of 16-year-old Morgan who runs away from home after a fight with her mom and suddenly ends up transported to a parallel world. And basically has to, for the first half of the book, figure out where her family is because she goes to her home, what she thinks is her home, and doesn't see her family there at all. So she has to sort of figure out where they are and then go and find them. But another thing about this parallel world is that it's illegal to be overweight. So overall, I really enjoyed Gone. It is an indie book. I believe it is published by, I don't think it's self-published. I think it's published by an independent publisher. I'm not sure who. Someone. Sorry. But overall, I really did enjoy it. And I gave Gone 3.5 stars because I didn't love it, but I did like it. My favorite part of the story is just the concept. I feel like the concept is really, really cool. I love parallel sort of universes. I think that's just a really fun concept in books, and I like seeing more of those. Also, I liked the aspect of sort of the overweight thing because that's such like an invasion of like your privacy and your life. And in Gone, the government has sort of taken over that and controlled that aspect of people's lives, and it's really scary, and it's really interesting to read about how she sort of deals with that and overcomes that, and then just how different the world is. Like, there's no like, everything is like sugar-free, fat-free, organic, low-fat. Like, there aren't cookies. Like, it's so funny. In this book, she bakes a bunch of cookies, and everyone's like, what are these? And they're like eating them like they've never had a cookie in their life, which they haven't because they're so obsessed with this thing. It's weird, but it's really cool to read about. Also, I felt like the book was very quick. It wasn't dragging on in places like a lot of books can do sometimes. I wasn't bored. I finished basically the entire book in one sitting. It was a really good pace. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't like just skimming over things and way too fast, but it wasn't slow either. It was really good pace, and I liked that. It kept me interested, and I just finished it really quick. There were two main things that I didn't like about this book, and one of them is that I don't think it was very well explained. I feel like we jump right into the parallel universe in like chapter 2 or 3. It's really, really quick, and I didn't really understand a lot of it, and I just felt like the beginning was a little bit weak. First of all, she has this fight with her mom that isn't very, it's kind of a weak fight. I didn't really understand. Like, it's over a cell phone, and then she runs away, and I'm kind of thinking, you know, if I had a fight with my mom over a cell phone when I was, you know, a young teen, I wouldn't run away. I mean, I felt like there needed to be a bigger reason for her to do what she did, and so then I was just kind of thinking, oh, she's really immature, and I don't know if I like her or not. So that was kind of it. Also, some of the stuff was just a little, I felt like there could have been more explanation in the parallel universe. First of all, how she gets there. There's something about like this shack that she wanders into. So I was a little confused about how exactly she gets to the parallel universe and then how she's going to get back, because she's planning that in this book. So that I felt like could have had a lot more explanation because I was confused. The other thing I didn't really like is the main character, and I feel like the books I've been reading lately, I've not been liking the main characters. I don't know why. It's not that I hated Morgan, I just felt like she was a little immature and a little impulsive. Granted, she is 16, but I know a lot of mature 16-year-olds, and I know when I was 16, I didn't act like her. First of all, running away after the silly argument, and then there was this scene that just freaked me out. So she's hitchhiking, okay? She doesn't know how to get to her parents, and so she's deciding to hitchhike to this town where she thinks they are. And I'm like, okay, that's a little bit dangerous, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And this old guy pulls over, and she gets in his car. And I'm like, okay, she has pepper spray in her coat, so she's doing okay. But she falls asleep. And just kind of sits there, and I don't know, I was like, if you're in the car with this random guy hitchhiking, like, you have no idea who he is, why would you fall asleep? Oh my gosh. So I was a little irritated with her character at certain points in the story, but other than basically those two main things, I did understand her and like her and rooted for her to succeed and get where she needed to go and get home, basically. So other than that, I did like her. As for thematic elements, if you're a younger reader, there really isn't anything that I think you have to worry about. There's nothing sexual, there's no language, and there isn't any gore. And this is the first book in a trilogy, if you can see It says Parallel Trilogy number 1. So there's 2 more, and I think they're already out. I've seen them on Goodreads. I think they're published, like, you know. So I might read the others. I actually really did enjoy this, and I kind of want to see what happens. So I will probably read the others, actually. Overall, 3.5 stars to Gone by Christine Kersey. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.